What up, Purplish? Good morning, pal. We have to do a couple of things before we get into Rust this morning. We have to go do a quick update to the standalone mail link generator app, and then we have to cut a new release so create Melange app. Let's see here. Where did that just go? Yeah, there we go. Hey, that's me. That's me. Okay. All right, so we have this issue where 1.3 is breaking, and I did something and I didn't bundle Melange correctly. So let's start with the easy one and update. Let me pull up my email quick. Do this on another screen. Marissa, okay. have to change the language here. And there's another message right here. That comma goes there. And we'll commit that. Grammar. And that's fixed. Good morning, I love Rust. I also am liking Rust a lot. But we have to fix up. Actually, we have a couple things to fix this morning. Like, that's not working. So let's fix our, the serverless function has timed out. That's not good. That's because my service is down for some reason. Let's see if I can just kick it. And if that's enough to get it running again. Otherwise, let's go look at the logs. Yeah, allergies are bad again. I'm out of allergy meds. I wonder if we had like an expired frickin' token, or another thing that could have happened is frickin' Spotify could have changed their API, which also would not surprise me at all, and just broke their client again. Project bucket list, personal site. Where do we want to do this? We can get rid of that. We'll come in here and we'll do it in here. All right, so this looks like it's started. Can I see my logs? Live logs. Song queue client. That looks good. Let's see if I can refresh this. Okay, I think things are fixed. Do one of y'all want to try to request a song quick and see if that's working? Oh my god, that coffee's so good. Holy shit. I just got freshly roasted beans from a bean roaster in Raleigh. They were roasted yesterday. So fracking good. I guess while this is going, I should fix the verbiage on the same thing in our actual hosted app. There we go. That'll be that. All right. Okay, that's not the right switch. Eval opam env. How the fuck did I end up on 4.14? Opam switch init. Am I really gonna have to do this right now? Why can't I navigate up? There we go. What up, TC4V? How we doing? Waiting bros. Okay, so song queue looks like it's working. I just want to try to request a song quick. I'm just gonna grab this one, share, copy song link, come down here. Okay, that looks like it worked. Yeah, that worked. Great. Okay, that's fixed. Now this problem. We can go look at NPM and look at the dist as a first hint.
Functions describe the world.
Why would that happen? Well, that's definitely borked. Oh, let's see if we can remember our build project process here. npm publish. When we build, oh my god, why did this fail? Thank you for the follow there, Bad Gal Beach. I actually want to, while we're sitting here waiting on a camel to get its shit together. Thank you for the follow, Edvin Boss.
World.
I must be under Twitch. Good morning, Winnie. Good morning, puppers. Good morning, Bodie. Morning, Mr. Wizard.
Functions.
Hi, Bodie. Yes, I see you, big man.
World.
Alright, so this is actually going to be on Twitch, what I'm trying to go fix. I don't even know how to look at this stuff. I don't think it's Stream Manager. Don't think it's that. Don't think it's that. It's not here. Streaming tools? No. Where's the thing that does, God, I don't even know what the fucking tool is. I can't even say the word I'm looking for. The thing that manages overlays from Twitch. Is it under Stream Manager? No. Content? No. Alerts. There it is. The shipping times have been fast for me and way ahead of schedule. Edit alerts. We don't need this one now. How do I turn this off? Alerts. Is that the only alert I have on here? So then it must be on here. Where does that come from? Now I'm confused. All right, let's see if I can get frickin' OCaml installed now. Yeah. There's no OPAM package in here. What system dependencies am I missing? Isn't reinit opam init dash dash reinit? There we go. All right, let's see if we can get this. One, thumb clusters layers. Well, the big thing that I didn't expect to have as a huge benefit, ascendancy, is that it like opens my shoulders up. Winning. So like rather than sitting like kind of like this all day, where my shoulders are like in because my keyboard's like right down in front of me, it's now shoulders width. So my shoulders are back all day, and like that is a huge, like that's made a significant difference. And yeah, RSI issues. It's made me a better touch typist as well. Invalid patch utility. Bodhi. Patch. What is new patch? All right, sure. Okay, so let's say opam switch create. This should work. Knock on wood. We say it should work, but OCaml and opam doesn't like to play nice with OCaml. What up, Tipoli? We have a component just for Dr. Love Wizard in this project. Alright, why did this fail? Can we install just this? About time you're supported. We live to serve around here. I had this working the other day and I don't know how I did it.
What did you go get Dylan this morning? Or was he here for it? Go tell him good morning post breakfast.
I already said good morning. Here's already up here.
Yeah, but now it's post breakfast.
Good boy.
Good man.
Good boy, Bodie. Failed again.
They got a real big breakfast.
Yeah.
They finished the dog food bag and there was like just a smidge left. So I was
Nice.
like, whatever, big breakfast day. Same happened for Zelka. He's obviously very happy. He's rolling around on his back behind you. You hear me? No.
Yeah, I know.
He was
ridiculous.
rolling around on his back, Dill.
They can't see him on chat.
They could a little bit. I saw.
Here, I can switch the scene and it'll probably show him. Not really.
You gotta move. Buddy, come here. Come here. Come on, come back. Come here. Down. There it is. This is what we do.
But
This is what we do.
that is Bodie.
Buddy, up. Up.
I have no idea how to get this to build. I'm gonna try a couple more things, but I don't want to spend all of stream trying to fix OCaml. What can I do here to try to fix this? Just nuke OPAM. Where else does OPAM keep shit? Nuke that. Okay.
Come on, Marcy.
That might be everywhere that OPAM has stuff.
Okay.
So let's go back to create. And let's do a Nix. So we're bringing in OPAM, Dune 3. Right, that's what we need, right? Dune, whoops. Nix, Dune. Yeah. We're bringing in camel packages Nix config. That didn't do anything. Okay, OPAM has not been initialized. Let's run OPAM init. Boom. What? We're gonna go ahead and say five. Okay, so that looks like it set up a switch correctly, right? So we get this. We get into our normal switch here, and then we want to do opam switch create in the current directory 5.2.0. And let me go just make sure that that is totally a valid version. ocaml.org, install opam init. All right, so let's just like make sure we have these things too, I guess. We need we need GCC. So I'm assuming I'm assuming I already have that. But we'll say Nix shell Nix packages GCC. Can I get build essentials? I don't even know what build essential is. Sure, we'll grab bubble wrap too. What is this subset about? Oh, whatever. Oh, we're on 5.3? Since when did OCaml get to 5.3? I thought we just came out with 5.2. Let's see if we can opam switch create dot 5.2.1. No compiler, opam switch list available. 5.2, 5.3.0, 5.2.0. I mean, I can just grab the OCaml Okay, so there's no 5.2.1. There's a trunk. Oh yeah, I need depths only. What? Wait, what? Really? This is why OCaml pisses me off. If this wasn't so painful, OCaml would be so much more palatable. Alright, come on. It's so true, TC4V. Like, even I don't have this project set up to use Nix, but then like you have to set up Nix, and that's a whole other set of problems. It's just like I just want a normal build tool and ecosystem to get started. All I need to do is build this project and publish it to npm, and we'll be better. That's all we need to do. If this doesn't work, we're just switching back to writing Rust and getting on with it. Because I don't feel like dealing with this. I'll get Antonio or somebody to help me. Dude, you know it's bad when that's the fucking sentiment. Uh OPAM is, yeah, I fucking hate OPAM. OPAM is the worst package manager of all time. And it does, to make things worse, we don't have a relocatable compiler. Chat, I have to warn you, the dogs are upstairs in the room directly above me. But the contractors are going to be here in a couple minutes. And the fuck is this? The compilation of Dune 3.16 failed. Oh my lord. Yes. Alright, so this is a different error message at least. In fact, they might be here now, so I'm going to check. Can you hear the dogs? I'm gonna go try to calm them down quick. Oh. They calmed themselves. Nice. Okay, so we had an error compiling Dune 3.16. I wonder what is the version of Dune that I have in my from Nix. 3.16. Do I have something else in my Dune project? Yeah, get out of here. This is fine. Dune 3.14. Let's make that 16. And let's set this to 16. See if that's the problem. And does that change anything? What a weird version constraint. All right, that seems reasonable. Let's try again. Oh, maybe we got our switch made. We just, okay. We're getting somewhere, chat. So, actually, let's run this option quick. It's probably important. I remember having to do this at Scalum at some point. All right, I'm gonna have to go yell at Belka. I'll be right back. We're gonna try a couple more things here. Let's see if we use Dune. Dune should be fine. I wonder if I remove Dune from this. Let's just remove Dune. We don't really have a dependency on Dune. And let's go to OPAM as well, and we can get rid of that there. All right, last try. It's gonna fuck up again. Why does that seem familiar? All right, whatever. I'm over it. We're not gonna get that fixed this morning. I gotta let. It's True Badger. Okay. Tmux A, we're going to attach to, actually, let's go ahead. I just got this in my face before we get back into Tmux. Install, relaunch, close Ghosty. All right. Let's attach to, we'll start with config and then we'll just jump over to project bucket list and we can quit out of this. Yep. Just quit out of everything. Okay. And we're in our job processor. All right. So we've got this kind of like setup over here where we have, we don't need that anymore. We have a main file and we have an error file set up and a prelude. Then we have this utils, which I'm not sure what's gonna go in here, but whatever. Then we want I want like a job queue, queue. What up, Vafi? And we'll do mod.rs. And in our job queue, let's start here, I guess. We'll do queue. And what else do we need? We need a database. We can just call that DB. We'll do mod.rs. And we'll do email.mod.rs. All right, that's a decent start. In here, we can open up our old job queue stuff. So yeah. All right, we have this database table where the job queue looks like this. We have an ID, a type, a payload, whether it's locked. So we want a job. Let's start with a job, right? So the simplest tiny thing is we have this pub struct job, right? And a job is going to have an ID on it. And we can just have that be a string for simplicity. So we'll say ID is going to be a string. And what else does it have? It has I can probably copy all these things down here. This is actually a pretty good struct definition. I don't know if I need pub here, so we're just gonna get rid of it for the time being. We have our job item, which I don't know if we even need job item. We can just call it a job. And our job, let's say impl this how I do this? I never remember. Is that how I do that? Yeah. Maybe. What's the syntax for this? Oh my god. I'm so bad at Rust. Very much still learning Rust as we go along here, chat, so bear with me. Let me pull up my Rust cheat sheet. Structs. Where's my structs? Oh, this is actually a pretty nice website over here. Does this have a struct? I just want to see how to implement a function on a struct, because I can't remember the syntax yet. Okay, so yeah, this is how I do it. Okay, so a job, we should be able to lock a job, right? And when we lock a job, it's going to take a mutable reference to self, right? And it's going to return self. Is that how we do this? And we just say self dot locked at. We have to figure out how to do a new date. Is this how I do this? All right, we're going to have ChatGPT help us a lot this morning while we remember the basics of the syntax. Mut self. Okay, that's the syntax. It's going to take a mutable of reference to self. And we will just say my cargo build. What up, nuts? This should actually be in a job file. Actually, we should just rename that to job. ID should be string. Something feels like the LSP doesn't feel like it's working. And we just say pub, what is the syntax? I have the syntax in another file here, so let's go look at that. If we go look at, like, prelude, pub use, that re-exports. So we want to do pub use create, and then we want to do job job. And now re-export it. It's going well, John. How you been? Trying to figure out, it's not included in any crates. So we have it here. Let's just come bring it in up here. And we'll say mod job queue. I guess that has to be a underscore. Job queue. Let's do a cargo build again. This should give us some build issues. There we go. How do I reference? Why can't I see this in the same directory? I guess I have to, do I have to go job queue and then job? There we go. I think that's what we wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, so that's how that works. Here we go. And then I want to get my job type, which is going to be an old job. Yeah, before we go get a bunch of this stuff, we're going to throw that in there. And we need to bring in there we go. Okay, that's just in the prelude then. So then we probably have like some chrono thing where I can like get the current date time, I would assume. Now is that date time from less than day, format add sub min max time, retrieves the time component, naive time, retrieves the date component within unless you are immediately planning on turning this into a date time with the same time zone, you should use does this take? Takes a date time? That's not what we want. All right, so let's pull up the docs, get OCaml shit out of here. Let me see if Dave messaged me. Okay, we want the Chronos docs. Let's pull up Chronos, Rust. Is there just like a getting started guide? Is this the best we got here? You can get the current. Yeah, let's do UTC now. We want that. So we want UTC, and that has a now. Great. Well, the lock is basically, Postgres is going to be doing a lot of the work for us. In fact, a job can never actually unlock. It's just going to get deleted from the database. So that's really like the only function we need on a job type. And then the things we need to derive are going to be, we want to derive, let's see here, derive, debug. We want to derive clone. What else do we derive on these things? Partial equal, that's like a thing that we want. And we want basically the same thing, right? I mean, it's gonna kind of work like, it's gonna kind of work like a mutex, but because we can bank on the atomicity and consistency of Postgres, and the durability of Postgres, and the isolation of all the things that make Postgres acid, we can rely on that. Basically, we'll have the main process is going to pull the job table, and when it sees a new job, it's going to take all the new jobs since the last time it got them. It's going to then distribute those jobs to worker green threads or tasks in Tokyo. When it pulls those rows from the database, it's going to update them with locked at timestamps. So then, like when we go to refetch new jobs, it's basically gonna be like select all jobs where locked at is not null, right? Those are jobs that are ready to be processed and that haven't been picked up by a worker. And then when the job's done, it's going to delete the row. In fact, maybe, yeah, we can do that. That's simple. Is the queue broken? I don't think so. I thought, God damn it, it is broken. No, it's not. Let me try to request a song. No, it's working. Oh, I got rid of the toast since we have it in chat. I turned the toast off. Oh, on screen was showing Lithonia as up next. Isn't Lithonia up next? Oh. That's weird. Should be hopefully get better. Okay. I think Spotify changed something with their API again. I'm getting Spotify broke something vibes again. I'm not sure what's going on. I have to say I love the vibes, enjoy watching it, but damn, I am confused 90% of the time. You and me both, Ascendancy. You and me both at this point. Debug clone partial equals serialize. What? Should 100% be able to find that. Let's, I guess, import that. There we go. Cat. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. What do you think I should remind myself of for the interview? What's your interview? What kind of interview do you have? And what kind of role is it for? Mid full stack JS. Is it a technical interview or are you doing like live coding? Is it system designs? I actually watched a really good video recently that framed lifetimes as regions of memory rather than thinking of it as like drops and like when things come in and out of scope and regions of code. It framed it as regions of memory rather than regions of code, I should say. And it was a really, really useful way to think about lifetimes. I need to take some time to read up on how variance works with lifetimes, but I think I have, for the amount of Rust I've written and read, I think I get it more than most people do at this point. Okay, so we have this job struct. This is seeming fine. And we are going to want to go ahead and bring in this stuff now. We don't need this, but I do want to get, I might as well just copy this, bring in type. And we'll say we can yoink this. And then this will get from row on it. Okay, so we have that, and then we want a like mod q q, and in here we'll have a pub struct queue. And what does the q do? The q is going to have this is going to be a stateful structure. This will have a DB on it. This is going to need a DB. So let's go make our DB module too. Let's go up here, db mod.rs, and then we'll just say db.rust. And we'll come in here, and this is where we want to pub struct db. We'll just call it database. Do it right. And we'll name that. Yeah, that's fine. Then here we'll say mod DB or database, or what do I call that? DB, yeah. And then we'll export pub or use crate isn't that how we do that? Create database? Or is this under DB? That's like that. I hate that DB. That seems terrible. All right, that seems fine. Okay. And then we have this, and let's just say this is going to have a DB on it, and we will mod, or I think we do like this thing where we re-export. Is that how we did this? How did we do this up above? We have like this pub use crate. Okay, so I should be able to come in here and say, all right, hold on, let me see that again. Just use. Pub, no, not pub. Use crate, and then we'll do DB database, right? DB why can't it see that crate? Mod database, use, it exports that. Could not find DB and right. It's right there. Oh my god, now I think people are mowing outside. Well, I missed some comments earlier. I don't know the procedure. It's going to be technical. Their company uses Next and Express. I think the front end should be fine. Create T3 app contributor after all, but the back end is so wide. Yeah, I would just, I think the most important thing, John, is just don't stress yourself out. Alcaeus is on the arc of learning CloudFormation. God bless Alcaeus. John Wheatley to join Audi as team principal. I don't know who that is, Kyle. Rip to Alpine. Oh, I have to import it, don't I? Mod. that how I do that? No. How would I import database into queue? Well, now it sees it. I don't even know what I changed, but it sees it now. Okay, well that's weird. Something was cached in the language server. So we have a queue. We have the database. Okay. We should have a jobs, which will be a vec of, let's bring in mod job. And we can just say use create mod or job. How do I just get a, how can I say job? I just want a job. Is that the right way to do it? Mod job. Mod job. Job's right here. Oh, I should be able to bring it in from use job queue. Hold on. I'm just really trying to learn the scoping here. So this mod.rs brings in the job that it re-exports the job, which means I should be able to just use create job queue, and then I should be able to bring in job item, right? Or job. Yeah. Is that the right way to do it, or is there a better way to do it? Or can I just do mod job? And then this would be job. Can I do that too? So you're saying mod job, you do a code action. What? Why did it create another level of indirection? Is there a more idiomatic way to do this other than super? So let's say we have that. And let's go back to our database now. Pub crate. Hold on. This works, right? We'll come back to this in a second. All right, so in here, we need, I want to pull up the SQLX docs now. Docs. No. SQLX. I just want to go to the documentation. I think we'll need a PG pool. Single database connection. You could place the connection in the mutex. Yeah, don't want to do that. Is there a GitHub link? Is this going to take me to GitHub? No. Contents of mod.rs. Mod. Mod job, mod cube, pub crate. What does the pub crate use self job do? Like, can you explain the semantics of this bit here? Okay, so our database is going to have I don't know what this is going to have on it yet. A pool, I guess. And that would be whatever the return type of PG pool options is. So let's go look for PG pool options. I think it'll just be a PG pool, right? This will be a PG pool. And then we're going to want a method for creating a new database. And we'll say, we'll just say impl. That is not what I fucking wanted. Impl database. And we're going to have a public function new that is going to take options, which will be pool options. Does that even need a generic? Pool options needs a generic argument. Oh, it should be PG pool options. Okay, and then we just return a database with pool. Oh, we need to come in here and we'll actually do this thing that's in here because we have to create a new one. Yeah, so this will return, I guess, a future. So we'll take, we'll say let pool will be equal to options dot connect, right? That's all we have to do. What are the functions on this guy? Max connections. And that returns a pool. Okay. If min connections set a background task. Self. What does this take as an argument? Options. Oh, I guess I would do what, PG pool options. And this would be connect lazy with. Is that how I do that? No. This doesn't feel like that would work, right? PG connection options. I see. Let's just connect to start and we can make this better later. Oh, we don't have the... This isn't quite what I want. Let's say we have a pub struct connection options. And this is going to be a struct that has a, I don't know, URL on it. Does Rust standard library have any sort of URI type? HTTP URI. What up, Priv? I'll just use a string, I guess, for now. Keep it simple. Thanks. And then we'll do PG pool options dot connect or new dot connect. Creates a new pool, but don't open right now. What is that string? Expected. We're just building a little job queue thing. We want to return, whoops. We'll just have a pool which will be a PG pool. And we'll return database pool. Which this is going to return a result of database and then what error is that? Does this just come out of here? There we go. All right, so we can make a new database, right? And then we should just have like specific queries, I guess. How did this work before in our main? Old main. This takes a pool. Okay. So we would have like a fetch jobs query. Right, so can we do const fetch available jobs equals, if I just do that, is that kosher? Query as, I basically want to copy this. Or do we do this the other way around? Where we... How do we want to set this up? How would I do this? What is the type of this? What do you return? What does query? Why can't? Come on. All right, that's just a broken file. That's awesome. Query as. For query as. Sorry, I'm like, this is gonna be me struggling through through this for a hot minute. Okay. So we're gonna have a new function that takes a DB Is it convention to do something like this, or yeah, okay, lowercase, great. This is going to take ownership of a database. And then that probably needs to be an RC, but we'll get there when we get there. If you need any help, which is better than ChatGPT. Yeah, I might hit you up like this weekend or something if you're around, just to like pair on some of this. Just so I get some chops built around Rust. Can I do an empty vec? Jobs, and then lock jobs is a vec. Okay, so we have that. So if we go to our main now, I actually want to do this thing where I kind of like this pattern where they define like a an error in each. Oh yeah? What have you been working on, Priv? I guess we can just do a Google Analytics alternative focus on GDPR and privacy, but still give the user data needs. Oh, that's kind of cool. How do I do this? I did this here. No, is that in Prelude? Yeah, there we go. What is core? Okay. Oh, right. Maybe we don't need... Right, because I have to do... Let's actually not complicate this right now, I guess. Let's actually delete this. We don't need that. Come in here, delete that. And we'll go in here and we'll just say, I guess we can just call that an IO error for now. Is that how we do this? How do I take the error from SQLX and put it into an IO error from standard IO error? Is that not the kind of error that comes from this? I'm trying to map this error into my own. Because if you look here, mismatch type SQLX, we're just going to do this the easy way. So this is saying that, I forget what transparent does. You looked this up yesterday. I bet we still have this. Yeah, here we go. It's literally right here. Attribute indicates that the inner error should be displayed transparently. And then from attribute allows automatic conversion from the specified error type. Like, I don't know if this is kosher. Like, that works. I don't know. I admittedly have no idea what... So it just uses the display. That's what generic does. Okay. I'm just going to delete IO for now. So SQLX's error doesn't implement from. Is that what that's saying? Okay. Sure, okay. So we have a database, and now if we go to queue, is our queue good? I can't remember where we left off here. We get that, we get a database, great. This would be like pub function get, or let's just say fetch or get available jobs. And this will take, I guess, self. And it's going to return. So how we do that? And it's going to return a, it's going to be a future, but we won't worry about the future right now. We'll just say a vec of job. And we'll just do it to do right now. Or no, we can actually do this, right? Because this is what we had in our old. Damn, this language sucks balls. No, I just don't know this language. I'm working on learning. So, the best way, oh, excuse me, best way to learn is to struggle through something. And that's exactly what we're doing. Can't get good at it unless you practice, right? Old main. So maybe we go to database. Replace short missing lifetime. Sure, I guess. We'll just call it, what is it, tick A. Is that how we do that? Yeah, I'm gonna keep using string for now because it's not gonna matter, but I do want to learn how to do this right. Actually, let's just do this because I want to struggle through and learn some of the syntax anyways. Do I need it here too? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cool. That's easy enough. All right, we can do that for all of our stuff now. So let's go to our, we're in our, cool. Okay, easy enough. The best practices on stir and string is to use stir unless you do a lot of UTF-8. Does string work on graphemes by default? I feel like I learned this, but I can't remember. Or is there like something in the standard library to work on graphemes rather than bytes? Yeah, that's what I thought. That was my impression too, Angel. Okay, so let's say then on our database, I want to, do we have anything on here? What is my, I don't even remember my harpoon. Okay, so that'd be that. So let's do add that. So our database is our first harpoon, right? Yeah. And then we should be able to do, I want to see something quick. Fun temp. This is going to take a self, just a self. And let's just go in here and I want to do SQL X query as. What does query as return? I want to know what that type is. How do I know what the return type is? Okay, results. All right, so we're just gonna make a little wrapper around this. So we're gonna say get one or query one, and this will take, or that's the result. Frack. Like I want to know, I don't want to do this. I just want to know what query as returns. I don't, like, before I call fetch one or the await, I just want to know, like, if I called this right here, what that return type is. Macro is query as strike. That doesn't really tell me anything other than how it's looking at query as. I assume it returns a query as. Is this a trait? Mm-hmm. So I guess we would say query 1. This is going to take query, which is like a query as. It's like this SQLX. Can I do this? I basically want to be able to pass generic query as's into the database structs combinators. Yeah. I want exactly. I want to be able to take a generic query and then execute it. I wonder if it can take and execute. That's a trait, sure. So how I do that? Missing generic, expected 1. Okay, it requires query impulse query as. Okay, let's try that. Okay, expected trait found struct query as, not a trait. This needs a lifetime, so we're gonna have a lifetime of the query. So we'll have the lifetime, so let's go throw that on there. This will have the lifetime queue. And then what else does this need? It needs, can I get type helps here? The database, which is that. Can I reference self dot I guess I would just do db here, right? Like I'm just gonna pass through all of these things. Struct takes 3, but 2 generic arguments were supplied. What is the last one? Trait bound. Okay, that's okay. We can add a trait bound. Oh my god, you guys are going nuts right now. Damn, that one was close. Holy hell. So it takes... What is the last trait there? It takes a lifetime... Oh, what is A? Well, it takes an A. I wish they used better generic names here. That's dog water. Trait bound. Okay, so if we add a trait bound, the trait bound is that DB needs to implement SQLX database, right? Yeah, no, I totally am, Priv, but the reason I'm doing that is because I want to learn how to do these things. I want to try to build it as close to how I would build this in another language, or like how I would design this in OCaml, or TypeScript. Yeah, I'm mostly doing this to learn.
Functions describe the world.
So then we also need like some generic, dude, these, I have no idea what O and A is. Like, why would you use such, I hate when languages use, or when people, it's not languages. I hate when it's common to use single letter generic names that mean absolutely nothing. Like, what is O and A? Like, why does this not tell me anywhere in the docs what O and A are? O is probably output, right? I have to imagine O is output. O is a send and unpin for all lifetimes, and it has a from row. Yeah, okay. That's what we want. So we're going to return... We're going to take a O. This will be our type, I guess. I don't even know what to call this. What do they call it in this? Query as takes... God fucking damn it. We'll call it output. Whatever. E is for effort, honestly, at this point. We'll call it output. And we'll just say it's going to be an O. And then we're going to return... Well, let's see where we get here. And then we'll do SQLX query as, and we'll get our query. And that actually needs our O first, output. It's like our type, right? Output, query, expected a string literal. Oh, wait. No. I don't need that because, yeah. I'm silly. That's already constructed. So we should be able to really say query, and then this should be dot, what was it? Let me see what this is. Fetch all, to fetch all, and then we should be able to, this needs to take a self too, right? This is going to take self. And then we should be able to do, the method fetch all exists for the struct, but its trait bounds were not. Can I say that like I just want is this valid syntax where I can do the trait bounds on the next line? Yeah, okay. So we can just copy the trait bounds from this. So this is actually going to be fetch Dude, I use good type variables all the time. Good type variables are crucial. I want just fetch one. We'll do fetch optional. Where this just has some lifetime C. That's the lifetime of the connection. All right, well, yeah, we'll do fetch one. So I guess given this, from row R. So do we need, we'll take another lifetime. What does that mean, Priv? That like lifetime underscore? Cannot be used here as a reserved lifetime. Oh, that's the query. Okay. I implemented it all. Oh, fuck yes. I think it worked actually. Query.fetch1. Where the takes the pool. So we'll say self dot pool. That needs to borrow that.
Functions
No.
describe the world.
O from R. I gave it that trait bound. Did I not add that? It is, but like I have that constraint right here, right? From here, we're gonna have ChatGPT help us. Help me debug this SQLX Rust code. Oh, for all R's, for all lifetimes. Is that what I really need? Higher kinded lifetimes. Is that what they're called? Something like that. Okay. Type mismatch resolving as executor database. Expected type parameter DB, but found struct Postgres. And DB just implements that. Doesn't PG pool implement database? Yeah, it does. Oh, you don't need to mark self as self? This probably should be a reference to self, right? Otherwise it consumes it. Yeah, I feel okay about lifetimes right now. I feel like I have a decent grasp on what they are, how they work, and why we need them. I kind of had a precursory understanding of linear types before I started learning Rust. Expected this type parameter. I put the trait bound, or I put the trait bound on DB. Is there anything I can get? You do that? No. Oh. Okay. The parameter A may not live long enough. I'm glad you cut off my error messages, Rust. All right, what's it say? Q. Adding an explicit lifetime bound. Where does it want that? Where would I add the lifetime bound? Don't I already have it? Does Postgres somehow take a lifetime bound? Is that how I would do that? That doesn't make sense though. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. Well, let's see here. Let's and say dot. Oh wait. Yeah, this needs to be async. Where do I add? Do I just say for into arguments? It has to last as long as the query. That seems fine. What up, PJ? Oh, that makes sense. That totally makes sense that has to live as long as the query. So what is the return type of this being inferred as? It's being not inferred by anything. But we can see if I say
Functions describe
Shift
the
I,
world.
Shift H, let result equals that. So result of O. Yeah, that's what I would expect. Do I put the return type here? Result O. Oh, right. This isn't. Found unit type. There we go. In fact, I don't even need that question mark. That needs to be a reference. You need to borrow the pool. Oh yeah, we have to map error, and this will be an error, and then we just map this to error database. There's specific syntax to tell Rust that B lives as long as A. Yeah, it's like something like, yeah, but it's that'd be like if I was looking at two different lifetimes, right? It'd be like if I had lifetime, let's just add another lifetime U here. We would come down here and we would say, U is in Q, right? And then we could come down here and we could use U, right? Or is this backwards? I thought it was something like that. I really thought it was this one. Doesn't that say that U must live as long as Q? All right, that seems reasonable. I mean, I think I'm gonna call it there. It's about 10 o'clock. I feel pretty good. Like this was like a lot of pieces of Rust in here, right? I don't know what unpin does or send. Okay, so that just means it can go across. Yeah, what about unpin? Implement should express the fact that T is pinning. I don't know what pin means. Shall not like pinning guarantees. This ensures a pin wrap pointer. In other words, if T implements unpin, a value of type T will not be bound by the invariance which pinning otherwise. I don't know what pinning. The idea of this trait is to alleviate the reduced ergonomics of APIs that require the use of pin. Pin means the values cannot be moved. Unpin means the values can be unpinned, moved again. So that does that mean like a value is pinned when it is moved to a thread and then unpinned when it returns to the parent or something like that?
Functions describe the world.
Is that how that works? I'm assuming that's how that works. Not necessarily, no. No, any move, for example, a function. Oh, okay. But okay, yeah, we gotta wrap up, y'all. Think of struct that has reference to one of its fields. Moving it would invalidate that reference, so that type is not unpin. And when we say move, is move specifically like another scope taking ownership or another variable taking ownership of a value, or is move specifically language around like threads and stuff? Any move in memory from one address to another address. Okay. I've never done any low-level languages or systems programming before, so bear with me. Okay, cool. Well, I feel like this was pretty good progress today. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. Pins mostly used for futures, not really relevant otherwise. Cool, I'll do some reading on that. Let me do a commit. Progress on job pressers. All right, let's find someone to raid. I already saw who we're raiding. Yep. Jack is one of the core contributors to Gleam, and he's probably writing Rust a little bit, but we're going to raid Jack. And have a great day, y'all. I appreciate all of you so much. We'll be back tomorrow morning writing more Rust. See you, chat. Have a lovely day.